So I'd like to apologize first just for the shakiness. I don't have a tripod, but I've set on super stabilization and I'm going to try to edit out as much of the shakiness as I can. Starting off, we've got mostly just notes for the first few pages, little doodles. You'll probably be seeing a lot of that later on. At first, I tried to color coordinate my notes, but it didn't work out that well, especially because I ended up just forgetting to bring a multicolored pen. Trying to go through these real quick. I filled a lot of pages with ideas for either games or short stories or novels, just any sort of, I guess, creative endeavor that I'm really interested in. They would usually end up filling in the margins and later on fill out whole pages. I'm very bad at taking notes, so you'll notice very quickly the notes will disappear and make way for uh, not attempts, but short poems that I write or short poem adjacent things that I write. So continuing to go here, it's just more of the same. Lots of just poetic models or attempts at writing poetry that I usually end up scribbling. This was when I was working part time at a store and I tried to write what was going on, but it was so busy I couldn't. This is notes from a video essay that I was planning on writing that I've since converted to a text file on my computer. I'm much more confident, or I guess comfortable, writing things on my phone or in text format things on my phone or on my computer. It's a sketch I drew of myself and a count of how many times customers looked at a sign at work that said, "Please do not touch the swords," and then they picked up the swords. I wrote a short poem there. It's not very good. Alright, continuing to go. We're going to have to speed up a bit because I'm already over time. This is basically a short. It started off as a short story, but it turned sort of into a short multimedia game. Not really, because it's all just reading through like dialogue. These pages I left blank. This is a piece of writing from another multimedia game-esque thing that I also was very fond of, and it was very pivotal to my writing in one of my other classes several semesters ago, but I liked it so much that I wrote it out here. It's my spin on it. I wrote it on the opposite page, and it just turned into free associative nonsense. Here's some haikus that I wrote that, again, originally were on my phone, but I transferred it to this. A problem I had with doing this journal was a lot of the times, a lot of my creative juices were flowing when I was already in bed, and my pen was like in my bag and the lights were off, so I just wrote everything on my phone and edited it there and just sort of transferred it here. This was, I think, our attempt at writing our first poetic model just as an in-class exercise, but I sort of skipped ahead a couple of pages when I was frantically trying to pull out my notebook because I believe I was late that day. Oh, wow, we're almost double over time. Okay. Some poems, some more poems, another poem, a picture of a Rastafarian Pikachu plushie I saw at the store once, and another poem. This is free associative writing. Very rough outline for what I'm doing with my novel and my other classes. And then like 3 pages of free writing. I used to do this a lot in high school, and it was very helpful for getting the juices flowing, but it doesn't seem to have the same effect that it used to, and I'm not quite sure why. More free writing. Yeah, it's more free writing. List of horror movies that my friends and I had compiled that I was going to write about more, but we never ended up watching any of them besides The Thing. They're organized by country they were produced in, and as a joke, I put The Thing and Alien under Antarctica and space, respectively. And here is the end. I will zoom in there and just read up as much as I can. Thank you very much for the thank you very much for the passion you put into this class. I've had a very rough time this semester, but this class reignited my love of writing, albeit not in this class's journal. I'm sorry. I've spent several nights on my laptop typing up some of the stuff you've read here, mostly the poems. One of my girlfriends says that it was emotionally resonant, it being the second model that you've already graded at this point. I'm frankly horrible at keeping in touch, but I'm going to make it my goal to break that habit, as talking to you has genuinely helped me understand my poetic taste. Apologies if this is slightly nonsensical, it's quite late, and I've chugged a good number of coffees. Anyway, thank you very much.